Good morning, class. Today we are going to look at a topic in mathematics, which is indices. We have many laws in indices. And the first law I'm going to talk about today is multiplication law. And multiplication law states that when you have two variables like x, and it has its own power as a, multiplied by x raised to power b, what you are going to do is that you are going to add the power. Multiplication change to what? Addition. Multiplication change to what? Addition. Multiplication change to addition. So what you are going to do is that x is common. You pick x and add the power. What is the power? A and b, which is what? A plus b. It's very simple. Now, that is addition law. Also, if you have x raised to power 3 times x raised to power 5, now what you are going to do is that you pick x is common, you have x 3 plus 5 because of the multiplication, which is equal to x raised to power 8. That is first law of what? Of indices. Second law is division law. Division law. Assuming you have x raised to power a divided by x raised to power what? B, which is the same as s. Since that is division, the power, you have to subtract the power, which is what? A minus b. A minus b. It's as easy as this. So, when you have x, this one can be written as x raised to power a all over x raised to power b. It's still the same thing with this one, which is still the same thing as s is common, a minus b. Hope you get it. Now, assuming you have p raised to power 9 divided by p raised to power 3, which means you are going to have p is common, 9 minus 3, which is equal to p raised to power 6. Very, very easy. Now, when you have, that is 3, rational law, if you have 2 raised to power minus 1, 2 raised to power minus 1, is the same thing as this minus 1 is the same as 1 over this 2 raised to power the power here without carrying the negative, raised to power what? 1. Is equals to 1 all over 2 raised to power 1 is what? 2. Which means it's what? 1 over 2. Now, if you have 3 raised to power minus 2, is different from 2 raised to power minus 1 because the power of this one is what? 1. But this one, the power have changed to what? 2. Which means we have this minus, only this minus is what? 1 over. Then this number here, which is 3, raised to power the power here, raised to power what? 2. Which is equal to 1 all over 3 times what? 3. Which is equal to 1 over what? 9. Hope it's very simple, right? And if you have another one for, if something raised to power 0, we are going to have what? 1. Anything raised to power 0 is what? 1. Which is 19 raised to power 0 is what? 1. P raised to power 0 is equal to 1. 1000 raised to power 0 is what? 1. 1 million raised to power 0 is what? 1. This is this one is very what? Very, very easy. Now, there are many laws of indices, but this will guide us to solve many questions, why question, echo question, and what? Jam question. Let's get started. Let's start with a normal example. Example 1. Evaluate x raised to power 6 times y raised to power 3 all over x, y, z. X raised to power 6, y raised to power 3 times all over what? S, y, z. Remember that when you have x, it's the same thing as what? S raised to power what? 1. When you have y, it's the same thing as what? Y raised to power 1. And when you have z, it's the same thing as what? Z raised to power 1. So we make sure that all this one will have their powers. So we have x raised to power 6 times y raised to power 3 all over, this one is what? S raised to power 1. S raised to power what? 1. Y raised to power 1 and z raised to power 1. I'll separate the word, the letters, so that it will be easy for me to solve. So what are we going to do? We have equal to, this is what? X raised to power 6 over s raised to power what?
1.
S raised to power 1 times y raised to power what? 3 over what? Y raised to power 1 times, do we have z here? No. It will be 1 all over z raised to power 1. Do you get it? So, but remember that what? This power we subtract because this is division between them. We subtract the powers, which is equal to s 6 minus 1. Y 3 minus 1. Then times 1 over z raised to power 1 is still what? Z. Hope we are getting it.
Yes.
So we now have equal to x 6 minus 1 5 3 minus 1 2 all over what? 1 times this, we still have the same thing all over what? Z, which is the final answer. Very easy. Do we get it? Okay. Let's move to question. Let's move to number 2. Number 2, example 2. Simplify s raised to power 6, y raised to power 2, q raised to power 3 all over s square y q raised to power 2 multiplied by syq all over square root of x. You see, it's somehow difficult, but it's very easy. Let me tell you something. If you have square root of x, it is same thing as s raised to power 1 over 2. You get it? Then if you have cube root of s, it is same thing as s raised to power 1 over 3. You get it? If you have fourth root of s, it is same thing as s raised to power 1 over 4. You get it? So with this question will be easy for us to solve. Solution. We have s raised to power 6, y raised to power 2, q raised to power 3, all over s square, y, q raised to power 2, times x, y, q, all over square root of x is something as what? S raised to power 1 over 2. Abi? S raised to power 1 over 2. So what you are going to do is that we have 3 letters here, s, y, and what? Q. We are going to try to separate them so that it will be easy for us to solve. Do you get it? So we have s here, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? At up we have 2, down we also have what? 2. Which means we have s raised to power 6 times s raised to power what? Raised to power what? 1. All over s raised to power what? 2. I'm done with x. Times y raised to power 2 times y raised to power what? 1. Y raised to power 1 all over y raised to power what? 1. Times, now we are in what? Q. Q raised to power what? 3 times q raised to power what? 1 all over what? Q raised to power what? 2. We have separated them. Very easy. So, since multiplication is between these two, we add the power, which is s raised to power 6 plus what? 1 all over s raised to power what? 2 times 2 plus 1, 3. Y raised to power 1 times q raised to power 3 plus 1, 4 all over q raised to power 2. Now we have to work with division. Abi? We have to work with what? Division. So x is common. We subtract the power. This one is 7. Abi? 6 plus 1 is what? 7 minus 2. Y 3 minus 1, 2. Abi? Times q 4 minus 2, 2. Which is equal to x raised to power 7 minus 2, 5, y raised to power 2, q raised to power 2. This is the final answer to this question. Very simple as that. Thank you very much. In our next class, we'll continue from where we stopped. Thank you and peace out.